He ruled the skies with unmatched skill, painted his plane blood red, and became the most feared pilot of the First World War. But when the Red Baron finally met the Allies, the sky itself delivered justice. This is the story of courage, fate, and the moment America and her allies took back the heavens. Manfred von Richthofen was born in 1892, a nobleman, a hunter, and soon the deadliest pilot of the Great War. He began as a cavalry officer but traded his horse for a flying machine. In the air, he found his destiny. Within months, he mastered aerial combat, striking down his enemies with precision and nerve. He wasn't just a pilot, he was a symbol of German air power. His blood-red Fokker Dr. I triplane became a warning sign in the sky. The Red Baron is here. But even legends can fall, especially when they face the courage of the Allied pilots of World War I, and among them, America's rising air service. By 1917, the Red Baron had claimed more than 80 confirmed aerial victories. His squadron, Jasta 11, was feared across Europe. Allied soldiers would look up, see that crimson triplane, and whisper in dread. Yet the Allies didn't give up. Britain, Canada, Australia, and the United States, newly joined in the war, trained harder, flew faster, and learned smarter. They fought not just for survival, but for freedom. And it was that difference, that spirit, which would one day bring the Red Baron down. It was a cold Sunday morning over the fields of France, April 21st, 1918. The Red Baron spotted a Canadian pilot, Lieutenant Wilfred Wop, May, and dove in for the kill. But as May twisted and turned, the Baron followed too low over Allied lines. That's when Captain Arthur Roy Brown, flying a Sopwith Camel for the Royal Air Force, swooped in to protect his comrade. A furious chase began. The Red Baron, focused on his prey, didn't see the gunfire rising from the ground. Australian machine gunner Cedric Popkin and others were taking aim. One bullet, just one, struck the Baron through the chest. His crimson plane drifted downward, landing softly in a field. At just 25 years old, the most feared pilot in the world was gone. When Allied troops reached the crash site, they didn't cheer. They stood in silence. They realized who lay before them: Manfred von Richthofen, the Red Baron. And in true American and Allied fashion, they gave their fallen enemy a soldier's funeral. British and Australian soldiers placed flowers on its coffin, draped it with honor, and fired a salute. A note was left behind: "To our brave and worthy foe." That's the spirit of the Allied forces, the heart of the U.S. Army, where courage is met with respect, and even the enemy's bravery is honored. Today, over a century later, aviators still study the Red Baron's tactics, how he fought, how he led, and how he fell. But more importantly, they remember the Allied pilots who stood against him. Because while the Red Baron's red triplane fell to the earth, the ideals of the Allied forces, freedom, unity, sacrifice, soared higher than ever. From the skies over France to modern-day pilots of the U.S. Air Force, his story remains a reminder. No matter how powerful the opponent, courage and honor win the day. The Red Baron may have ruled the skies for a time, but it was the Allies, the brave men of the United States and her partners, who proved that heart beats machine, and freedom outlasts fear. If stories like this inspire you tales of bravery, strategy, and history that shape the modern world, then hit subscribe, tap like, and ring the bell icon. Because here, we don't just tell history, we honor the heroes who made it.